When I was a child, I was in school, and the teacher asked me a question. And I looked up to the ceiling thinking about the answer. And the teacher says, the answer is not on the ceiling. I don't know if any of you have ever had that experience with teachers in school. Well, it turns out the answer is on the ceiling. And the reason is, when we look up between a 20 and a 45-degree angle with our eyes, our brain naturally goes into the alpha frequency. Remember, alpha is between 7 and 14 cycles per second. What we're at right now is called beta, between 14 to 21 cycles per second. When our mind goes to the alpha level, we can think about things, we can visualize things better, we can recall information better. Now, children up till the age of about 13 or 14 are in this alpha frequency most of the time. And that's one of the reasons why they learn so fast. In the Bible, it says, look unto the mountains, and the kingdom of heaven will be upon you. Many of us believe that the kingdom of heaven is really a description of the alpha state in our mind. When we go to alpha, we can do all sorts of great things. We can remember better. We can visualize better. We can control our mind better. So when the teacher says, look up to the ceiling, when you look up to the ceiling, the teacher says the answer is not on the ceiling, they're totally wrong. The answer is on the ceiling. And the reason is, again, because our mind drops down to the alpha level, we're able to recall information better. In meditation, in the classes that I teach, we teach you how to do this on command so that with simple techniques, you can go to the alpha level on command. No one around you even knows you're doing this, and you'll be able to remember things and be able to function at this level much better. Now, if we look at someone's eyes, when they look up, when you ask them a question, they look up thinking about something. When they look up, they're using visual senses. If they look down, when they answer the question, they're using feeling senses or kinesthetic senses. They look left or right, then what they're using is using auditory. So if it's really interesting, if you see a little kid, say the age of 3 or 4, and you ask them a question, and say you ask them something, and they're doing something they're not supposed to. They look up to visualize what the answer is going to be. They look down to get a feeling for it. Then they look left and they look right to hear how it sounds to them before they tell you what they're doing. And then when you look at their eyes, they'll look up, down, left, and right really fast within like a half a second or so. And then they'll come out and they'll tell you what the answer is. So if you have any little kids around, ask them something like that, especially if they think they're in trouble, they're going to do this very quickly. And it's really fascinating to see. Learn to meditate, because everyone deserves a life-changing personal experience. Stay positive, focus on what you want.